Hey, I'm Brad, and in this video I've got some exciting tips and tricks for you. So, what are we covering? We're going to start with the email campaign setup, the hyperlinks and substitutions. Then we'll move on to bulk email upload, in case you're coming from a different system. Then settings to avoid the spam inbox. This is a very important section. And then why I think you should choose Systeme.io. So, let's get started. So once you log in, you'll be met with the dashboard board. So we click Emails, Campaigns. We then click Create. So name your campaign. So for me, that is YouTube tutorial. Then you can add any other relevant description here and click Save. We then go into it and we create our first email in our email campaign. So create, I'll call this custom domain, sender name, yourself or your business, it's up to you. And then you get your sender email. The sender email will be the default email used to set up the Systeme.io account. However, you can add a custom email, but then it would need to be set up in the backend. For example, if you set up a custom domain and your domain comes with an email, you would need to then set it up in the backend. I have a training video that covers this, and I'll put it in the description below in case you'd like to do that. For now, I'll keep the default email. Okay, so click Save. So the email system is actually, fortunately, very easy to use. So we'll go Hi, and then you're going to use a substitute. So a substitute is anything you have saved in your database. These are all the fields available. You can also see them down on the right here. So if I do first name, I can make it an individualized email, and then I write up a basic email. Okay, so here we have a very basic email. If I want to add a hyperlink, I highlight the text and I click hyperlink, and you can put in any URL you'd like. So you can add as many hyperlinks as you want, and they can go to wherever you want them to go. So that is quite important. So other than hyperlinks and substitutions, there isn't really too much to show you here. So we click Save and Publish. This will show you our delay. So you can choose if you'd like to send it after a specific email, or more importantly, you can create a delay before sending the email. So after they subscribe, they will be delayed by 1 day. I can also make it hours or minutes. And then we click Activate. I then click Exit. If you have any questions on the email or you've run into any problems, feel free to pop it in the comments and I will get to it when I get a chance. So here we've got our first email, which is called custom domain. If we'd like another email, we would just click Create, and that will then form part of our email campaign. So you'll have day 2, day 5, day 10. It's really up to you. So now that we have our campaign set up, let's go to contacts. So contacts. So I only have one fake email here that I set up for a previous tutorial. I then click Import Contacts. So this is the bulk import screen. So just something to really point out is only import contacts that have given you their permission to send the emails. If too many people complain about your account will be banned. So just make sure of that. And to import, you'll need to import a CSV file. That's an Excel CSV file. And over here, you can choose the campaign. So I will be choosing the campaign we just set up. So I click YouTube tutorial. I then scroll over here and I drop my CSV file. So to go to my CSV file, I'm using a Mac. So my CSV file doesn't really look like a CSV file, but if I open it up, I'll show you the headers. So you've got your first name, your email, your contacted registered date, your number of last email sent date, and then the date of last email. So as it's a new campaign, the number of last emails sent is 0. I've added 2 fake email addresses as well as a one that I'm expecting to fail. So the problem is the emails need to be valid, otherwise the system won't pick it up either. So with that said, I now drop my CSV. You'll see there it is uploaded. I then scroll down. I've chosen the campaign I would like it to be linked to, and I click Next. Here you will select the data type for each column. So first name, that's correct. Email, correct. Contacted registered date. So we go here, scroll to the bottom, select contact registered date column. So this is basically the day the contact actually registered for your account. The number of last email sent date column is here, and then the date column. This is important because say at your previous account, you had a lot of contacts that were on email number 5. Now you can import them across and ensure they don't get spammed with the exact same emails. After that, we click import. So this can take anywhere between 1 minute to an hour. However, because I've only got 3 contacts, I'm expecting it to be very quick. So I click refresh. I then scroll down to my previous imports, and you'll see it says previous imports registered 3 out of 3 because I only had 3 imports in my CSV. Status is approved, and I've got 1 invalid row. So I click my 1 invalid row, and it will show you what it looks like. Here you'll see it says contact domain is invalid. That's because I went expect2file@gmail.com. So it assumes it's a custom domain, but it knows it's invalid. So the system is quite smart, fortunately. So from that, I know my other 2 were imported. To check, you click contacts, and there you will see them over here. So if I go into one of them, I can scroll down and I can see my email campaigns, it's subscribed to YouTube tutorial, and email history is nothing. So I know that this email will now receive that first email after 1 day. I then go back to contacts. If, however, I would like to unsubscribe, I just tick them both, go more actions, unsubscribe from campaign. Or for example, if you have 2 campaigns and you selected all your contacts that have already received all emails, you can unsubscribe them for 1 campaign and subscribe them to a different campaign. And then they will receive all those emails now for the next campaign. All right, so the last tip and trick I'm going to show you for the bulk email upload is essentially this filter on the left. So it's a lot more useful than you think. If you go to email activity, you can add a condition. So for example, say you want to see all your contacts that are literally not clicking any of your email campaigns. So you just start from the beginning of the campaign, and then it will filter down all those contacts. So those contacts, you can then filter based on your email campaign and then unsubscribe them from that campaign and then into a different campaign, which you think will work a lot better for them. As you can imagine, having different campaigns for different types of people is always a good idea. So with that said, let's move on to the spam inbox settings. So what we're going to do is we'll go to settings, click emails, and this is where we're going to make the changes. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is authenticate our domain. So you scroll down to domains and click this link over here. What this does is it shows the domain name in the email header, and that improves your delivery rates. So add your domain in here. Note, not a capital. I've made that mistake before. Tutorial.info and click save. So yeah, you've got the CNAME records, which you need to add to your domain. To do that, go to the domain. So mine's over here. I'm currently using Namecheap, which I highly suggest if you're looking for a cheap domain that works very well. So here's my domain here. As you can see, this is what I typed in. I then click manage. You then go to advanced DNS. So I originally set up this domain in a different tutorial. You're welcome to watch it. I'll add in the description below. Then, as you can see, we add in CNAME records. We've got a host and we've got a value. So over here, we've got a name and a value. So the name is our host. To note though, you must add everything before the full stop. So it'll be that, okay, not before the full stop, before your .youtubetutorial.info. And then on the right, we take absolutely everything. So as an example, I'll add the first one for you. So we go add new record, CNAME record. We then go back to settings, highlight this part here. Come on. Copy that, put it in your host, then go back there and take everything on the right, put it in target and click save. That'll then help us authenticate. So you would add the last two as well. I won't be doing that now though. And as you can see, wait 1 second. As you can see here, it's currently pending. So that won't actually authenticate because obviously I haven't actually completed it. But you can look at it and you can finish authenticating if you need to. So the next thing you can do is confirm your email address. So whether that is the default email that you use to sign up for System.io or a custom email, you need to confirm it here for your email address. What this does is it verifies it and then shows the internet service provider that you are a legitimate sender by providing a trackable identifier. So again, this improves your delivery rates. So two very important things: add your domain here and then add your email address here, and that should heavily improve your email delivery rates. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to our next section. Pricing. So as you can see here, System.io allows you to add 2,000 contacts for zero cost with unlimited emails. However, and 3 sales funnels and a lot more. Note, even the startup cost, the startup plan, is half the price of Aweber, so I highly recommend this. You can also set up a sales funnel completely free. If you'd like to learn how to set up a sales funnel, again, I will add the link to my video in the description below. Thanks for watching. I really hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more. Cheers.